Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to show you a redo of one of my older hairstyles. I want to apologize for not having any new videos last week except for last Monday, but I just didn't really feel like it last week. I was a little bit sick and it wasn't really that good. Anyhow, at this point I want to show you the first two things I made. This is the very first go at curl that I ever did from I think 2018, and this one is another one that I did very quickly at the end of last year, so I wasn't satisfied with either, and this is the one that I did this time. As you can see, I started working with a tube again, extended it so it's the same as before with the new hairstyles. Curled it at the at some point. Right now you see me adding the seam for the texture. I cut the so I actually did the texture for each one when I build it, and at the end I just put everything in one texture, so I don't have to have one texture for all hair, for all single hairs, or for all single strands of hair. I also cut out most of the repetitive stuff, so you only see me do two or three of the tubes. In whole, I cut the other parts from the start to the end because overall the whole thing took me about 3 hours, and I wanted to cut it down to less than 15 minutes, which I did, or which I managed to do. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit overall on the hairstyles that I did until now. If you have noticed, I mostly did longer hairs. This is of course part of my preferences. That said, I am absolutely not opposed to shorter hairs. There's a lot of cute pixie cuts. There's in overall a lot of interesting things you can do with hair. A lot of interesting hairstyles. But in this particular video, or this particular model, the curl, this is one thing that I did it 3 times. This is the third one, and this is one that actually looks good enough that I will keep it. I don't even the first one I don't even have the file anymore, and for the second one I don't want to open the file anymore because it looks awful. The second one just looks awful. I had a single render with it, and I will keep the render, but I don't keep the file. In general speaking, curly hair is something I find very, very attractive. So it was really important for me to try that, to do that, and right now I'm working on a little project for myself. Again, it's also kind of a redo of one of the first ever sets I did, if not the first set I ever did, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm redoing something again, and part of this was also redoing this hair. Yeah. In overall, saying so, yeah, I usually do long hair, and as you may have seen, I cheat a lot by just using the the base of the other hairs, like the base of the long tail hair, the long ponytail, or the double ponytails. I use those bases because it saves me about an hour or 1.5 hours of work. But with this particular style, um, I had to do it from scratch, which was important for me to do. So I just get my head back in modeling, back in um, yeah, back to my projects overall, and also because I had a very specific vision of it, which I wanted to uh, yeah, bring into realization. So I went and did the whole thing. As you may have seen, I already skipped a part of making this. The video is a little bit hectic because I worked at 8 times the speed mostly. The points where I cut down to the textures is normal speed, so you have a chance to see the textures before I edit them and after I edit them. But in the end, you will see me edit a full texture, so you have an idea of what I did there. Yeah, overall it was fun. It was 3 hours, and I work with a new recording software. I don't know if you have seen my stream last week, but it was kind of a slaughterfest. It didn't really went well, and right in the middle, I just changed software and installed something else and set it up after my computer crashed, which actually worked good for me because I could finish the stream at least. Yeah, but I'm also working with a new recording software here, which doesn't allow me to make a break in between, so I don't have a really pause button. So earlier today I just cut 3 hours of video. Yeah, but I also it also forced me to just work through the whole project in 3 hours, which was actually good, I think, because yeah, I finished the project. I finished it as a whole, and I'm really quite happy with it. This is I really like how it turned out. It looks good. It looks good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I will absolutely do a few more hairstyles. Right now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have between 5 and 7 hairstyles I can use, including this one, and at some of them, if you look at my older works, I have this very basic hairstyle that is just a big blob on the head, and I have no idea yet how to redo that, because I have actually no idea how it looks in real life. It's just it was one of the first basic base hairstyles I ever did, and I tagged just everything else special, all the ponytails, pigtails, whatever on that. So it was really just a base, and I have no idea yet how I will redo that if I ever redo that short hairstyle. Yeah, a few other things I already have an idea on how to redo that. But with this basic one, I don't have any idea. So I guess you will see a lot of this in the future with the renders, because yeah, I finished it and I want to use it. Yeah, so right now you will see the texture. It's I did all the textures the same way. It's all I cut the tube open at one side, then realigned all the dots. Here's all the textures together, and yeah, this is the finished, almost finished hairstyles. I used the second side and changed it a bit so it doesn't look completely symmetrical, but yeah, it's again it's just copy pasting the side over, because otherwise I would have used 3 more hours. Thanks for watching. In the end, let me just say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. If you have any questions, just ask them, and thanks for watching. See you around, and goodbye for today.